taking on the fucking world. I try and explain to people who like Craig might post a funny video and I'll be at work and I'll be like show fucking some of the staff or something, like the video when he went to Thailand and he was fucking hanging out with all the lady boys and shit, and I was like, he's like one of the best in the world at jiu-jitsu and he's from Woodcroft, and they're like, what do you mean? And I was like, do you know, like, it's so crazy to me. It's like he's like one of the best. He's the biggest figure in jiu-jitsu right now, hands down.
Hey, we were hub boys, bro. We grew up in Aberfoyle Park, but our old lady thought it would be a good idea to send us to a private school.
Tried to fucking make you better humans.
How'd that turn out? You know what I mean?
It's not bad. Didn't turn out too bad.
We just met the scumbags with money.
Did your mum have a fucking heart attack with some of the shit he posts? Or does she kind of know it's a character?
Yeah. My old boy asked what a nose beer was. Mum was always into rock and roll, so she had somewhat of an idea. But yeah, there, you could imagine. Yeah.
Oh, it would be fucking crazy. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Is it? And what was his thought process going into putting it on the same weekend? Right. Oh, it doesn't take over 2 days. It's just the last day overlaps the first.
Friday and Saturday, and then Sunday's ADCC finals. Look, man, I think anytime there's going to be change, you know, they're forcing a change, people have to be uncomfortable. It's like, you know, no different to tradies getting the union involved to get paid more. You know, you might get shut down for a week and not get any money. People have to be uncomfortable, whether that's the bosses trying not to sign on to the EBA or whatever. So it actually makes me laugh a little bit because people are, you know, saying things that, why is he doing it on the same weekend? If he didn't do it the same weekend, there'd be no force to change. ADCC are losing stars. They're jumping ship to get paid. If ADCC had just fucking put the money up, none of this would have happened. So, you know, it's a necessary evil, I think.
Yeah, well, fucking when you're getting fucking death threats from people, right, you know you're doing the right. That was wild. What a fucking coked out thing to do. Like, at 4 a.m. sending a fucking death threat to someone who you know would beat the fuck out of you. Craig would fucking kill him.
Yeah, and, I mean, unless you're a girl doing a demo video with the guy who he chokes unconscious and then says, well, you're not dead, you know, Craig would hand that guy his ass. But, yeah, I mean, you read online about that guy and everybody says he's a fucking crackhead.
Was it Seth?
Seth, yeah. Not Seth Belial, the guy that is helping run CJI, but it's this Seth Daniels fella from Fight to Win. So they've always...
Is he affiliated with like ADCC somehow?
Yeah, I think he organises the fireworks and the bongo drums. I don't know what he does there. I know when he was brought on to that team of... like Mo's team to do ADCC, a lot of people were like, why have you got this fucking guy?
Mo's the guy that looks like an accountant that runs ADCC, yeah?
Yes, yeah. And, you know, Mo's done great things for the sport. He's blowing ADCC up like crazy. So, you know, you can't have a dig at him for that. I think he's come from money. So for him to build the show up and make it a long process to get everyone paid, he hasn't ever had to worry about not putting food on the table. So it's just two different worlds there, I think. And Craig's put him in a shit spot. But, you know, I will say one thing. Mo, probably 12 months ago, offered me free tickets and a hotel room to... all I had to do was get myself to Vegas to watch, right? He offered that to me. And a few weeks ago, I was like, well, I guess that's off the table on one of his lives. And he said, nah, bro, you've still got your tickets. So
he's just been put in a fucking it's been like thrown on him. It's like literally the worst case fucking scenario for him. But it's the best case scenario for the athletes, so fuck him. Like, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, the athletes are the ones that make the sport work, not the promoters.
Yeah, and, you know, it's that same thing, bro. Sometimes I think maybe everybody wants to be Dana White, but Dana wasn't always Dana, you know. He's turned into this, you know, persona and stuff. You know, when he first started, when he was balding and...
He's such a big part of the UFC, man.
Yeah.
Like, I will always say Dana's the best promoter that will ever be. Because
For
when he
sure.
leaves the UFC, it won't feel the same.
No. When he's gone and Rogan's gone, I mean, I'll watch older. I'll put UFCs on, old UFCs on when I'm lifting weights, and I miss Mike Goldberg, bro.
I fucking used to really like Goldberg.
Yeah.
I don't know why everyone had like a problem with his. I like the commentary team now. Like my favorite commentary team now doesn't even have Rogan on it. I like when Bisping and Felder are on.
Yeah, Bisping's good, eh?
Bisping's excellent, and even Laura Sanko. Laura Sanko's even good to listen to now. John
Yeah,
Anik's
definitely.
fucking the goat.
He's the best, bro.
John Anik is the goat. But yeah, it's well, who's your like not your lock, but who do you have your eye on to probably go the whole way for CJI?
Fuck, it's
If you're a betting man.
man, I'll always.
They announced the full. They obviously haven't announced
No,
the full
they-
athletes list.
They haven't announced everybody yet, and there's a few names that haven't been announced that I know that are in it. Look, I'd always put my money on Nicky Rod and Nicky Ryan. Some of the big fellas that are coming down in weight class, that intrigues me a bit, especially the guys that have won ADCC. The big fellas over 80 will obviously, like your Gabriel Rocha, and I'm fucking shocking with the Brazilian names, but then I could see Nicky Rod winning it for sure. 3 5-minute rounds.
I reckon that pit really does him a justice as well, because he's so explosive and his takedowns are so fucking quick.
Oh yeah.
You cannot, and you don't have the mat to run off now. Like, he's gonna fucking definitely get you down at one point.
Yeah, for sure. And I like his style too, because sometimes he won't just stand and try and take him down in open space. He'll pull and then wrestle up to take him down. And I know his match with Mason Fowler, it might not have been the most exciting, but man, Mason threw some things at him that really presented some different types of problems. Some of the rubber guard attempts and stuff like that, and that's weird for everybody. If you don't train with 10th Planet guys and they throw some of that weird shit up, it does make you think. And, if you're out there and you have to think for half a second, fuck, what's this? I got to move around this. That might be enough time for those other guys to capitalize. And, I enjoyed watching that match. Me and Miles have talked about it a bunch, because some of the stuff Mason was doing, Miles is very good at. And then, watching Nicky Rod implement his body lock passing against a guy with a weird style was fucking awesome to watch. So, even watching those two again in 3 5-minute rounds will be fucking unreal to watch. So, and I mean, I got to like Mason because he smoked Craig twice. So, what do you do?
And shout out to Miles M16 Simpson, the oldest and most grumpy gym owner in Adelaide.
Bro, I used to call him Salt and Pepper, bro, but now he's more salt.
He's just salt.
The
He's
only
just
guy,
salty motherfucker, man.
The only guy that is almost on his level with Grays is Tommy Piro, bro.
Piro's a fucking silver fox, bro. He's hot as fuck right now.
Bro, he's like a Richard Gere, George Clooney.
He's got like a little bit in his beard as well.
Yeah.
He's
also the most vocal guy on the mats too, because
like sexually.
Well, yeah, I've heard him moan a few times, that's for sure. But if he taps, there's a shriek that comes along with it.
Oh, he gets upset.
No, not upset. He just you'll hear it across the whole gym. I'll be in the other room and I can hear it from the other side of the mat.
I always tell people he has the most unassuming sleeper build you'll ever fucking see. That cunt looks like he's a librarian, but then he takes his fucking top off.
Yeah.
Most shredded human being you ever see.
I always tell him, I'm like, you don't pass
He's
the sniff test,
fantastic,
bro,
isn't
eh?
he?
You don't pass the sniff test. What are you running?
Nothing.
No.
I've been trying to tell him to do. I want to see him on it. I was like, go to the doctors and get your test levels done, please. He's like, I am. And he got his test levels done, and they're fucking perfect. And I was like, the fuck, man, just
You
take
don't,
it.
you don't want them perfect.
You want them a bit higher.
You want them higher.
Yeah, you want to. I want to see you on the sauce.
Yeah.
Did Craig offer Gordon to? He would have offered to compete. It's because
I mean, any of those guys can shoot him a message.
Yeah.
Craig's not gonna not let someone in.
the whole point of the competition is to see who is the best. So you can't obviously even though
if
they
Gordon
got the...
put his hand up and was like, "Yo, I want to do your comp," Craig wins.
But it's also good for Gordon because then it's like a big fuck you. It's like, now pay me my $1 million. I just rolled through your whole competition. You know what I mean?
Well, I think ADCC are trying to counter the CJI by putting on Philippe Pena versus Gordon Ryan. And
Is that the super fight?
Well, I'd heard that through certain channels, and then looks like they fucked up and they put it up on the website, and it was announced. So Philippe Pena versus Gordon on the Saturday, which, I mean, the last time they competed, I know there was some weird circumstances as far as Pena finding out that morning his best mate had been murdered in Brazil, Leandro Lo.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Was that the morning of?
Yeah.
I remember that. That's crazy.
That was a sad day.
Yeah.
Was a sad day. And, you know, he
got shot, didn't he?
Yeah, he got shot by a off-duty police officer.
Yeah, I remember that. That's sad.
Yeah, no, it was brutal, bro. Because Leandro was, you know, I remember Craig and Lockie Warren would always be fucking watching that guy, you know, back when they were gay boys. So, yeah, it's to see Gordon toy with him last time and then make him quit. Like, Pena puts, with some of his leg entanglements, he definitely made Gordon think a little bit, but that match doesn't excite me. That's just like ADCC bowing down to keep Gordon happy in my book. And, you know, Yuri, I've been a fan of Yuri over the years. His run through the open weight division to get the super fight, like, that'll put you to sleep quicker than a Xanax, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't exciting at all. So neither one of those super fights moved the needle for me. Will I watch them? Yeah, for sure, because I will, you know, I always watch Gordon compete because it's like watching the Michael Jordan. But, you know, is that going to make me tune away from CJI?